A useful feature of FastTrack Scripting Host is the ability to execute scripts based on IP address or location or even membership of an Active Directory group, and that's in fact what we're going to look at during this video. And this problem is addressed on the FastTrack website as problem 3, users need shares or other activities taken based on groups or location. So let's drill into that web page a little more. And scrolling down a bit, we can see information there based on determining location, whether or not the current machine is within a particular IP scope. We can then write information to the registry, use that information later on. And then we come to the group share connection, whereby we can run a script based on membership of an Active Directory group. And that's what we're going to look at during this video. So these 3 lines here I have copied to a script and saved it. So let's go and look at that script, and in fact it's the logon script which will be executed when my users log on. And you can see there that all we're doing is putting up a splash screen, then waiting for a few seconds, putting up a small splash screen down the bottom of the main screen, the user's window, connecting 3 drives, home folder, public files, and then a specific share if the member is, or if the user is a member of a particular Active Directory group, in this case sales staff. So if so, that connection will be made. Drive J will be mapped to sales. Then moving down further, we have the 3 lines, and these 3 lines were copied exactly. And this is doing a loop rather, and it's setting up a variable group and working through each of the Active Directory user groups. And if a group script exists, in other words, if there is a script matching the group, which is sales staff, so salesstaff.fsh, that's what this part of the script is saying. If that file exists in this folder, then we want to include and execute that particular script, which is salesstaff.fsh. So let's go and have a look at that particular script and just see what it's doing. And I'm just going to open that up, and in this case all we are doing is putting up a message, and that message says, hello, you are successfully executing the salesstaff.fsh group script. So that's all we're doing, but we could of course put any valid FSH script in here. So that script and the pre-logon script are both saved in the domain netlogon location, and if I go and have a quick look at that location, then we can see how that will be kicked off. So in here we have the ftlogon program, which executes automatically because it's in the netlogon share name, accessible to all users who are logging on. And that ftlogon program will execute by default prelogon.fsh before the Windows Explorer process starts, and then post-logon afterwards. And part of the pre-logon script says to look in folder group scripts for an additional file, salesstaff.fsh, and if the user was a member of any other groups, any other Active Directory groups, we could create scripts matching those group names in here as well. But there's just the one with just that show message statement in it. So let's go over to the user machine and log in as a user who's a member of sales staff, and just check that that's working. And there's the splash screen, the main splash screen. There's the small splash screen, and there is the message. Hello, you are successfully executing the salesstaff.fsh group script. And because this is executing in prelogon.fsh, the user cannot do anything until clicking OK to this message. And of course any other script commands that we're executing in that script. So we click OK, and then control is returned to the user. So that's just a very quick way to use group scripts to control execution for specific groups of people.